Okay.
Vincent, Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
You know what that means? Council. Let's go council.
You sure?
Well, no. No. The way things have been going these days, last week after those, kind of numbskulls got over and, poked a hole in a window and, the Frenchman ran inside and went, woo, and then kind of ran out again after it took them like 20 minutes to break a window. I mean, and then they kind of canceled, but they didn't cancel. They put cancel.
For those who didn't know who was the Frenchman, it's
not French, first of all.
Yeah. It's an internet alias.
Yeah.
It's an internet alias.
By a local guy who I'm guessing probably doesn't even speak French. But I don't even know why they call him the Frenchman. Do you know?
I
usually know this stuff.
Usually it's related to the World Cup.
Ah, okay. So you might be a World Cup fan of France.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Or a particular player.
So will there be council today? Who knows? But assuming there will be, what are they going to be talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's going to be all the usual kind of pandem motions that are not going to get through, that are kind of like motherhood statements that they kind of grandstand on. Like today, they're going to be like, oh, the government should put forward a proper constitutional reform package. Well, yeah, they should, but, that's not going to get too far. And the government hasn't been doing anything about that, frankly. And then Gary Phan's going to have a motion to, government should do more to handle conflicts with China and put Hong Kong people first, which is like a motherhood statement. It's like there's no legislative oomph or reality to that.
But I think Gary Phan tries to put in something like 6 to 9 months ago.
Yeah.
And then finally is his turn because of the long queue and all that. But
anyway. Here is something that is actually going to happen today. Every once in a while, council does this where they have something called, they call it the statute law. Right, miscellaneous provisions, and what that relates to quite often is where there have been court challenges to laws in Hong Kong, saying the laws are unconstitutional, and the court makes a decision and says, yes, we agree, this law is unconstitutional, it must change, and you've got this long to do it. So then LegCo has to go through a process of negotiating and redrafting, and then finally it comes to council to say, yeah, okay, and then they put us an amendment. And you can hear the sirens going, and it's appropriate because one of the things they're going to amend is the crime ordinance.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's finally going to get fixed today. Yeah, here they go. Oh, it's ambulance, not police. Okay. So the crime ordinance is going to be amended today.
Yes. Towards which direction?
To basically legalizing gay sex.
Oh.
Believe it or not, Hong Kong still had a number of provisions on the books that basically made gay sex illegal. Not that anybody's ever charged for it, but somebody could pull a Mahathir style thing, and where they got Anwar Ibrahim on it,
really
put him in jail. Yeah. So,
but we are in front of a church.
Well, I don't know if this church had a position on it.
What would the church people say, or the religious people say?
I think it depends on which church. There are many opinions.
But they must change the statute law, right?
But they have to change the statute law because the court says
regardless of the religious belief.
Regardless of what the government thinks, regardless of what legislators think, they have to come up with new laws. So the crime ordinance is one that is going to get changed today. And basically they're going to be legalizing gay sex. The other one is a sex discrimination ordinance. And this is a little bit different because this is going to be giving enforcement powers. This doesn't necessarily come out of a court ruling, but they are going to give enforcement powers to the Equal Opportunities Commission, which has previously been more of a name and shame body. But now they're going to get some ability to enforce some decisions. So I think everybody should be taking a close eye to look at that, especially if you're a business owner or if you're running a department in government. You're going to want to look at that because it might have implications for how you run your department or how you run your business. So those are two things that are going to happen. It sounds very dry, statute law, miscellaneous provisions, but it is one to watch because it could have an impact on how you run your business.
Keyword for today? Something for you.
Okay.
H-E-H-E. Do you know that?
H-E-H-E. No, I don't know. What is that?
He.
I saw a sign with that on it down in the Occupy.
And you didn't know?
I had no idea. It just made no sense to me whatsoever.
Okay.
And it was
it's a new term.
Okay.
For the it's a kind of like the internet alias thing where we talk about at the beginning of this episode.
Okay.
But it's a very Hong Kong thing.
What does it mean?
Because the two student leaders of the Occupy movement has been very close.
Okay.
So people are putting gay jokes related to them.
Which ones? Lester and Alex?
Yeah.
You see? Okay. Well, because those guys work together, so you say they work together.
So that's why they invented the term he. So it's one he, and the other he. Two he's.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the alias.
Right.
For the two guys.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to spread
and he is also he. Kind of like that. Too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to spread any of those rumors, but I mean, I just saw something on a sign, and I was like, that makes no sense. I'll have to ask somebody.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't know that he is actually means something related to gay sex now, or gay relationship.
Which is different from sex.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So people are going to ask you, are you he or something like that?
Oh, really?
Yes. Not ha.
Okay.
It's only he.
Okay.
Well,
if they're asking me that, they don't have their gaydar is not very
I don't like
too.
that word. It's actually quite discriminating. But what about she? I mean,
that's different.
Yeah.
Well, that just means kind of over the top, delicately fashionable.
Okay.
Like it's got a little bit of a French, kind of like if you had poodles.
Okay. So, keyword for today?
All right, that's a new one for me. All right. All right, Vincent, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Hee hee.
Okay. Cheers.
All right, thank you.